Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 MaxFM.
Well, of course, the news making the rounds all over the world, right? All over Nigeria, especially. All over the world, we understand the Ukraine, whatever conflicts are happening. But in Nigeria, one topic that just refuses to go away was a sudden passing away of one of Nigeria's finest gospel singers, Osinachi. Listen to that song, Ekwueme. You could tell that
somebody said it was a cry of pain.
Yes.
And I agree, because when you listen to that song, it was so soulful and it had a tinge of sorrow. You know, the cry to God, like, you know, you need to hear me out. Yeah. So it's not people that are now saying that, wow, maybe that could have been a call for help.
She's
that
definitely
that people didn't know on time.
Yeah.
She's definitely a minister of gospel.
Yeah.
In fact, I listened to the song after
Again.
her death. I listened again and again.
And you begin to understand the meaning.
Of those things. So as if somebody who has foreseen that maybe she was going to go so sudden like this. My heart really go to her family.
Yeah.
Condolences to everybody related to her.
Now let's look at the circumstance around her death now. So many reports started coming out that she obviously was a victim of abuse.
So
even
before
though the
that,
first they said was throat cancer.
Yeah, so
we
the
heard.
report that
So we had already
was
relaxed.
throat
So this
cancer.
is an ailment that wasn't curable.
And that she was on life support.
And suddenly, one of the friends came out and said she did not die of throat cancer. The husband has been abusing her for a long time in that marriage. She's been suffering domestic abuse. And the last one was the fact that the man kicked her in her chest or something like that actually got complicated. Now, Frank Edwards, a gospel singer, came out and said that man, that unreasonable human being, finally killed this woman. So you can tell that these people had an inkling of what was actually going on in that marriage before things backfired. Now, the question now was, when they knew these things were happening, why did they not get this message to the head of DUNAMIS, which is Pastor Nenche? Obviously, Pastor Nenche never knew anything about the death of this woman and whatever she was going through. They covered it up. It was hovering around themselves as friends. They didn't act. Now that she's dead, everybody's coming out. Now, when is it the appropriate time to call it a day, when things are going out of
I think we need to look at our society and how we treat women out of wedlock.
Okay.
And this pressure for people to remain married or get married. Now, for someone of that, of a standing, first, she's a gospel singer. And you know how it is within that Christianity, how people frown on you leaving your marriage. Some people would even say divorce is not an option. It's your own suffering to bear, carry your cross, that kind of thing. So you have a gospel singer who, I don't know what led to, the issues that led to it getting so violent like that. But her making that decision to step out, probably going to look at different areas. How would she be seen in the society? Will she get, invitations as she would if she wasn't, getting married? Somebody introducing her as ex or former or a divorcee gospel singer. People are saying that maybe she stayed in the marriage to keep her career. People said so.
Maki, they say that a fool will even accuse millipede of overspeeding.
Okay.
This is a case of what happened with this her case is if you look around us today, there are a lot of people that are maybe in what people will say court of public opinion. What people will say, they want to tend to stay into marriage. There are some even marriage counselors today that their marriage is really suffering, but because they don't want people to
just
say.
Summarize it. What people will say has ended people's lives.
Yeah, definitely. It has ended a lot of people's life, and some people, because just like what David said before, what people will say, and you're a minister of God. And your marriage is divorced.
It's what people will see, what people have done over time, the way they shun.
Yeah, the way they see people in that kind of divorcee.
As a gospel singer, they will look at you and carry you in such high esteem. And the moment you have failed in that regard, you're seen as
some people actually believe that pastors cannot
failure.
even have a divorce marriage. The people believe that because you're a pastor, because you work on people. So even if your wife is abusing you or your husband is abusing you, tend to stay. You must stay put.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 MaxFM.